Okay, here we are at European Motors in Cedar Rapids. Sorry about the lighting, guys. We're just having a beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky, but I wanted to show you guys this 69 Karmann Ghia custom. This is an ex-show car from back in the day, and this is kind of my era. I remember going to the shows back in the 90s, and you'd see all kinds of fun stuff like this. This was actually a shop out of Oklahoma City that built this car. So if you guys know anything about it, please let us know. I'm sure this was a trophy winner of some sort back in the day. Looks like the shop was Rabbits and Bugs. And I'm old enough to remember when the old bug shops of the day were kind of trying to morph into doing rabbits and things like that. And I kind of cut my teeth at one of those shops and hung around there and goofed around, and that's how I got my start. So this is just a pretty neat car. All kinds of fun stuff like this that goes with the car from back when it used to be on display. Gaze upon the paint, for it holds much splendor and many mysteries. And we got the VW Wizard there, so I'm sure the guy's nickname back in OKC was the VW Wizard or something like that. And then you've got the mural on the hood. Hopefully the light isn't too harsh and that's showing up, but it's basically the VW Wizard holding a big long crank or a camshaft, and you got some VW cases down here and all kinds of VW parts going everywhere. So just kind of a fun little build. In the paint here we've got airbrushed ghosted VW emblems there again. Hopefully that's showing up. So I'm gonna go around and show you kind of some of the flaws. So we got numerous paint imperfections here. Remember, this car was probably built, just by the way it looks, sometime in the late 80s, early 90s, something like that, when airbrushing was just all the rage, and really it's held up very well for what it is. But it's an ex-show car, so I know there's a few other issues with the paint. I'm going to kind of get down. We got the MP5 spokes here. Kind of show you guys what this is here. Shaved door handles. We got door poppers on the inside. Total custom interior with, piston, door pull, and connecting rods kind of blended into the door panels like that. Just a monster tack with airbrushing on the front. There's the angry tack there. It is cool all the way around. The old crushed velour seats from the 80s and 90s, and we got speakers absolutely everywhere. Some of the speakers work, some of them don't. This car's been in storage for many years and has just been kind of doing a lot of sitting, but it does run and drive very well. We got some subs in the back. The subs do not work, but it does have a newer radio here that does work, so you got some sound in the cabin. But this was back in the era where, the more speakers you had, the better. We'll come around here. I think the other side has some paint flaws I'm going to show you, but we'll pop open the deck lid here. I don't know what the displacement is on this engine, but I've had a few air-cooled cars in my life. One was an extremely quick 2332 that would run 12s, and I'm gonna guess that this is probably a 2-liter of some sort. We got dual carbs in it. Everything's chromed. We got the twisted connecting rods there and so forth. The one thing to note, we even got speakers in here. They do not work, or we don't know how to fire them up. This car is going to need some sorting. So this isn't a turnkey show car anymore. You're going to have to see what's going on here. You may have to rewire some stuff. Here's some more of the paint blemishes here. I'm not sure if that's showing up. Got some more right here. And then here's a spot where it flaked and it's been touched up. Some things of note: the deck lid does not latch. We haven't looked into that. We're not going to look into that. This car has not been run through our shop, so bid or buy accordingly. Got the headers. Guys, and if you haven't seen it, I do an underbody walk around and show you some of the flaws on the underbody, so make sure you look that up. There's some more of the MPs. Just a cool, really cool car from back in the day. Other than some of the paint flaws I'm showing you, which I may not have gotten all of them, there is a little rust bubble right here underneath the paint. But I'm assuming the car is a Southern car, just based on the fact that this gentleman was based out of Oklahoma City. And if there again, some of you guys may know this shop or know of this shop, we'd love to hear from you. Give us a call, 319-393-8496, because this was probably a kind of a local legend back in the day. There was a lot of time and money spent in this car. So let's go take it for a rip down the street. The other thing to note too, the secondary latch doesn't work, so we're not going to take it very fast. Or you have a secondary but the primary latch doesn't work, so the car needs a little bit of sorting. We're not trying to hide anything from anybody, and we just want you to know what you're buying. So shaved door handles again, guys. Has a great sound. You got door poppers down here for each door. Some custom stuff there. I'm sure this car is going to need a little bit of sorting and whatnot. We got a nice old school bug pack short shift here. Smaller steering wheel. Huge auto meter tack. And the car's warmed up. I'm going to assume that oil temp is not working because the car's been run for about 10-15 minutes. We got good oil pressure. So I'm going to go ahead and lean into it just a little bit as we merge in here with traffic, kind of show you guys what it is.
Taco Bell.
There's your radio. That's got Bluetooth. Pop out of gear or do anything weird. I'm sure it's got old gas in it, needs a little bit of tune-up work, but all in all the car runs pretty decent and it's actually pretty quick. So I'm gonna guess this is probably, you know, at least a 1700, 1800, maybe even a 2-liter, but that's gonna be up to you guys to determine. I know it runs a whole lot better than a 1600, so. Wait for this light here and I'll run it through the gears again. Odometer shows 3,300. This really goes good. Ride's really nice. You know, it's not down in the weeds, banging around. It actually goes down the road really nice. We're doing about 50. Shows 3,300 miles on the odometer. I would guess that's probably from when it was all restored. So, there it is, 69 Karmann Ghia. Hey, there's no reserve on this, guys. No games, no gimmicks. This is going on eBay, no reserve. If you're an old guy like me up in his 40s and remembers these 90s show cars, this might be for you. You know, you're going to need to do a little work to get it back on the show circuit, but a lot of the work's been done. It'd be neat to see this preserved for the years to come, because this is a flavor definitely from that era. So 69 Ghia, really sweet car, no reserve, bid often, and last bidder gets the car. European Motors, Cedar Rapids. Call us with any questions. EuropeanMotorsIowa.com. Thanks for watching, guys.